Think about a lot of these heavy things. The moon. Did anyone get a real treatment from the moon? Or was that just me? The full moon yesterday? Wasn't it twisted? Didn't it twist you a little bit? Black noise from the moon. Black noise from the moon within our own atmosphere. So, it's always good to work through some fun things that the moon kind of blesses you with. Maybe people don't have that sort of thing happen to them, but some people that are kind of sometimes get bombardments inside their heads.
What is that red stuff?
The moon can be very obvious. Yeah, we were getting mooned. We always end up getting mooned, that's for sure. So just riding it up, enjoying the remaining time in the desert. So it's nice. It'll be nice to switch gears and really just get twisted. The moon, though. The moon. It's so crazy. It's not a joke, David. Led to a prolific conversation with your father. It's straight up not a joke. It's no joke. Hashing a lot of stuff out with Eric. Just ideas and things, you know, things to get the Renaissance going. But had a lot of time. Just it's been pretty prolific in enthusiasm. Sometimes the mind, sometimes the moon will wake you up at night. You'll be thinking sometimes ghastly thoughts. Sometimes you'll be thinking thoughts that need to be thought of so they can be, I don't know, transmuted, let us say. You know? Have you ever had a moon sort of a visitation? Have you ever sort of had a midnight guest? You know? Sometimes the moon can be a midnight guest. And if you've got a lot of things that are, if you have any weight, you ever notice this? I don't know, maybe you don't have any weight. I've got something, you know, just weight. You know, you get to a certain point in your life, or if you're a maniac or whatever,
No.
sometimes
Wait.
there's a tendency to get weighty. The moon is the best opportunity to tackle those things. Hey, sometimes you don't know this until way later on, okay? I figured these things out over the years, that it's a facilitator of, I don't know, transmutation. Facilitator of grappling with ideas or thoughts or, I don't know, something that's bothering you or something that you have that you grapple with that's kind of stupid inside your head. Yeah, I mean, it could be that. Or maybe it's too smart that it's stupid. I'm just saying, it could be anything. Just have to be open to noticing and recognizing your thoughts. I'm just saying, I'm just kind of reminding myself. I like to sort of make a big deal out of the moon. The moon starts doing its thing. It's kind of it's in and out. I find a couple days before it comes out to show us its bottom. You know, you can't hide from it. And you shouldn't want to. And if you are, then you know that there's some things in your mind that need to come out. Sometimes Minecraft can heal your soul. Sometimes sometimes it doesn't. Sometimes it fills your mind with finding hell. And sometimes you find it. You search for hell long enough in your own mind, I swear to God, you'll find it. So being in your mind, sometimes it's not the best place to be. I'm just trying to say, if people can learn anything from the moon cycle, I'm just letting you know. Be mindful of the moon cycle. If you don't, you're an idiot. If you're not not meticulously, but if you're not at least aware of new moon and full moon cycles and having some sort of a plan to tackle, maybe you don't. Maybe you're just like a machine and you go about and do things day in and day out and don't think about things either too much or too little. Maybe you're an NPC. Maybe you're a machine. Maybe you don't need that sort of spiritual maintenance. Go ahead. What I'm saying is that people with sort of, if you have a certain type of energy, so a certain type of chaos, if you're not in touch with those cycles, I tell you, man, you're gonna be in the spin cycle. I'm telling you, man. What does finding hell inside of hell matter to one who pays attention to the moon? The moon had me reflecting on things. The moon I've been doing some serious reflection because it's kind of good for everyone to do, no matter who you are. And especially, I don't know, the more you think you have things figured out, the more in need you are sometimes you have some pretty good opportunities. And the moon is one of them. Just as a man whose head is underwater cannot inhale pure air, so a man whose thoughts are plugged into the cares of this world cannot absorb the sensation of the world to come. Always happy to inhale pure air with y'all. Yeah, you said it right. Who said that? It's true, man. The cares of the world. Yeah, the cares of the world, man, they can consume you. They can consume anybody. The cares of the next world, though, it's a different word for it. It's like a state of mind when you have your focus concentrated on that. Kind of takes you away. Where do I read up on the moon cycle properties? I don't. I'm sure there are many places where you can, but I just kind of get the plumb bob out, plumb the depths of my own mind, and appreciate how certain thoughts that happen to be bubbling up unbidden are making me feel and why they're doing this, and how to defuse. Now I'm just talking about, let's say, negative thoughts. There are positive thoughts that it seems like the moon cycles bring a strength of focus that lifts you out of those shoes that are really focused on whether it be the past or material things or anything at all, motivation. I mean, any word you want to use at all, you can run it through the ringer. Mark it down in your calendars, full moons, new moons. Be aware of it days ahead of time in case you start feeling a little bit more intense. At least if you have it in your calendar or you have an app that tells you, you can get better at making adjustments to yourself. Most people are not capable of changing things about themselves or working through whatever the heck is in your mind. Most people aren't capable of it. Most people aren't even aware that it's a necessity. First be aware, then start practicing at it. I feel like I had to do it to you. Yo, Mom. Thanks for the 10 bones, pal. How did the idea of a moon causing transformation even come from? As in werewolf stories, the idea of a lunar influence makes more sense under the ether paradigm. Think why they forced hard materialism. Yeah, well, you it seems like you already know. Ancient wisdom, lunar cycles. I mean, ether. Who's gonna believe any of that stuff, man? Who's gonna believe it? Like, say, no, it's dinosaur juice that we're running on for the next 20,000 years until it runs out. It's gonna run out in 4 years. You gotta pay taxes on it to stop it from running out. Oh, yep, okay. You're gonna comb through my credit card purchases with a value-added tax, a carbon credit tax on everything, and then it's gonna stop. Oh, okay, yeah. Dinosaur juice for the rest of my life. Thank you very much. Thank you very much. Dinosaur juice for the rest of my life. Yep. Whatever you say. Listen, dude, it's your show. You got the guns. Whatever you say. The idea that a big, purely gravitational rock does much of anything is silly, but it can't be helped if most are trapped in a nihilistic, materialistic, dialectical snare. Yeah, I mean, what can you say, man? Who would believe you? Who would even believe you? Nobody. And if enough people did, they'd throw you and all the people that believed into asylums. Gravitational rock, man. Don't even get me started. I guess people are starting to realize these things now, so it's not really too taboo to talk about. Oh my goodness, the life. Imagine insane this life. Make this day better than the last. What else can you do? And that's all you need. It's like a key. It's like a key. What other keys are there besides that? Every day better than the last. Every thought better than the last. Doesn't that sound better? Try it out. 24/7. When you can get to something 24/7, that's how you win. That's how you win. Follow those simple steps, you'll be making better decisions. You gotta remember that.